There are places on Earth that appear on maps, yet remain beyond the reach of almost everyone who sees their names. Some are hidden behind military fences. Others are sealed by radiation, sacred law, collapsing ruins, or the need to protect life itself. Their doors do not close for the same reason, and that is what makes them more revealing than any ordinary destination. Behind each barrier is a story about power, fear, memory, faith, science, or the limits of human curiosity. This is not a list of abandoned curiosities. Many of these places are active, guarded, studied, worshipped, or deliberately left untouched. These are 14 forbidden places the world keeps sealed, and the reasons some doors may never open. The first barrier rises from the Nevada desert, where a dry lake bed became one of the most famous secret testing grounds in history. Area 51 was selected during the Cold War for aircraft that were not supposed to exist, especially the U-2 and later the A-12. Its secrecy helped strange lights in the sky become legends, while the real story was already extraordinary. Aviation pushed beyond public knowledge. The surrounding range remains controlled military territory. Visitors may approach public roads nearby, but crossing the boundary is not tourism, it is trespassing. Area 51 endures because secrecy does not merely hide objects. It creates a blank space where imagination rushes in. Far from Nevada, another forbidden place is guarded not by concrete, but by altitude, belief, and a national decision to leave mountains unconquered. Gangkhar Puensum, rising above Bhutan, is widely described as the highest unclimbed mountain on Earth. Expeditions tried in the 1980s, when unreliable maps and severe terrain turned even finding the correct route into a challenge. Bhutan later ended mountaineering, reflecting respect for peaks regarded as sacred and concern for landscapes that do not need a summit flag. Its mystery survives because the absence of a conquest is the story, a summit whose greatest monument may be that no one has stood upon it. The next forbidden place is not remote wilderness. It formed beneath a building during one of the worst nuclear accidents in history. After Reactor 4 melted down in 1986, fuel and construction materials fused into lava-like corium that flowed through rooms below. One mass became known as the Elephant's Foot, a wrinkled, hardened formation once surrounded by radiation intense enough to make close inspection extremely dangerous. Radiation has declined with time, but access remains a matter for trained specialists, protective procedures, and carefully limited exposure. Here, the barrier is invisible. The room looks silent, yet the material inside records the moment a reactor transformed into something geology had never made before. In China, one of archaeology's greatest discoveries surrounds a chamber that experts have still chosen not to open. The Terracotta Army revealed thousands of life-size guardians, but they stand outside the central tomb of China's first emperor. Ancient historian Sima Qian described an underground palace with celestial ceilings, mechanical defenses, and rivers of mercury representing the empire. Modern measurements have detected unusual mercury emissions near the mound, but the full meaning of that evidence remains debated. The strongest lock may be conservation itself. Opening the chamber before its contents can be protected could destroy the very world archaeology hopes to understand. Some forbidden places are difficult to enter because their exact boundaries are hidden inside systems of power. Office 39 is the name used for a secretive branch linked to the North Korean leadership and the generation of foreign currency. Sanctions documents have connected it to financial networks, front companies, illicit activity, and funds managed for the ruling elite. Unlike a mountain or island, this forbidden place may be an organization more than a room, and that uncertainty is part of its protection. Its story reminds us that the most secure walls are sometimes administrative, layers of loyalty, silence, and institutions outsiders cannot see. In Colorado, the entrance to Cheyenne Mountain looks like a tunnel, but beyond it lies architecture built for national survival. The complex was conceived during the Cold War as a hardened command center protected beneath hundreds of thousands of tons of granite. Inside are freestanding buildings mounted on massive springs, designed to absorb shock rather than trust the mountain alone. Today, it serves as an alternate command center and training site. Public tours are not available. Cheyenne Mountain turns geology into armor, a hidden city whose greatest purpose is to remain functional when the world outside is not. The Vatican Apostolic Archive is often described as forbidden, though the truth is more precise and more interesting. It preserves documents connected to the government of the Catholic Church across centuries, stored in vast controlled collections. Qualified scholars can apply to conduct research, and access is limited by credentials, procedures, available places, and the periods open for consultation. The public cannot simply wander inside, yet this is not a vault of supernatural secrets. It is a working archive where preservation governs curiosity. Its real mystery lies in scale, miles of human decisions, diplomacy, conflict, faith, and memory organized behind doors most visitors will never cross. Less visible than Cheyenne Mountain, Mount Weather sits in Virginia as part of the United States continuity infrastructure. The federal government publicly identifies the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center as a continuity facility. Its purpose is not a cinematic doomsday fantasy, but the practical problem of keeping government functions operating during catastrophe. That mission demands restricted access, secure communications, trained staff, and facilities designed to work when ordinary systems fail. Mount Weather is forbidden because continuity is most valuable before anyone needs it, and most vulnerable when everyone knows how it works. Off the coast of Brazil, Ilha de Queimada Grande is protected by law, dangerous terrain, and one of the world's rarest snakes. The island is the principal home of the golden lancehead, a venomous pit viper found nowhere else in the wild. Public landing is prohibited without authorization. Researchers and approved teams enter under controlled conditions to study and protect the ecosystem. The danger is real, but the popular image of a snake covering every meter is an exaggeration that hides the island's true ecological fragility. Queimada Grande is closed not only to protect people from snakes, but to protect a species whose entire world fits on one small island. In the Venetian lagoon, Poveglia appears close enough to touch, yet it remains outside the city's ordinary tourist routes. For centuries, it served different roles, including quarantine functions for ships and later medical institutions, before abandonment left buildings to decay. Its reputation as a haunted island grew faster than the evidence, mixing real histories of disease and isolation with stories that cannot be verified. Recent civic plans aim to recover part of the island for public value, but that does not make the unstable ruins an open attraction. Poveglia's barrier is changing, yet the lesson remains. A forbidden reputation can preserve a place and also bury its real history beneath legend. At Ise Jingu in Japan, millions may visit, but the most sacred interior remains beyond the public gaze. The shrine complex includes 125 sanctuaries, centered on Naiku and Gekku, with more than 1,500 rituals performed each year. At Naiku, the main sanctuary is enclosed by multiple wooden fences. Pilgrims worship from the gate of the third enclosure. The sacred mirror associated with Amaterasu is enshrined within, unseen by ordinary visitors and protected by tradition rather than spectacle. Here, not seeing is part of seeing. The boundary creates reverence by refusing to turn the sacred into an object of consumption. South of Iceland, Surtsey did not emerge from ancient history. It rose from the ocean within living memory. Eruptions from 1963 to 1967 created a new island, giving scientists a rare chance to watch life colonize land from the beginning. Surtsey was protected almost immediately, minimizing human interference so natural arrival could be measured rather than accidentally rewritten. Seeds arrived by wind, sea, and birds. Plants rooted, insects appeared, and nesting colonies changed the soil. The island is forbidden because every careless footprint could become false data in an experiment that has already lasted more than 60 years. In the Bay of Bengal, North Sentinel Island is protected for a reason deeper than danger. It is someone else's home. The Sentinelese have repeatedly rejected outside contact, maintaining voluntary isolation on an island legally protected by India. Restrictions protect outsiders, but more importantly, they protect the community from disease, exploitation, and a forced encounter it has never requested. Attempts to approach have ended in arrest and death. Curiosity does not create a right to enter another people's territory. North Sentinel is not a time capsule for the world to open. Its forbidden status is an act of restraint and recognition of sovereignty. Near the end of the map, one forbidden door protects not a secret weapon or sacred relic, but the future of food. Opened in 2008, the vault stores duplicate seed samples deposited by gene banks from around the world. The facility extends into mountain rock and keeps seeds cold and dry, with storage chambers maintained at approximately -18 degrees Celsius. Only authorized personnel enter. Depositors retain ownership of their material, and the vault acts as a backup rather than a collection for display. Its sealed door is a promise. If war, disaster, or failure destroys a collection elsewhere, genetic memory may still survive in the Arctic. Across these 14 places, the same word, closed, conceals entirely different meanings. A fence can defend military secrecy. A locked chamber can protect history. An exclusion zone can preserve an ecosystem or an entire people. The world's last forbidden places are not invitations to break rules. They are reminders that discovery without restraint can become destruction. Some mysteries endure not because humanity failed to enter, but because, at last, humanity decided not to.